off the duck back, and it will be, yeah, Wawa picking up the Garen, as it's going to be a Gwen mid lane.
Not too big of a worry for now as Rift getting started by OMG. Instead, Inyan already in the pit. White Cat responding in kind there as they get the knock-up onto Wawa. Call the Forge God gets a knock-up onto the Sona, but it's just a little bit too fast for that Ornn as the Drake secured this time by the Shiv. And OMG get their Rift Herald.
Blank coming in from that Shyvana. Look at where he was coming from. He goes for the Dragon's Descent from the back of SMK. He went through that tower, and you know, once the Shyvana was in the Gwen lane, get some map control going, which is really what you want in that Shyvana, because that does help your macro. It helps your laners get ahead.
Oh, here comes the jump in from Inyan. Finally finds the first kill for himself. He shuts down the...
Don't risk your life for a blue buff.
Here comes the Horror of the Forge God. White Cat down to around 40% HP as Duan Yu chips him down. And that is not going to be that much justice used at all, because Duan Yu is going to be destroying him. Meanwhile, SMK on the other side of the map will be jumped on by 2 as Weibo find a couple of stragglers. And there's no answer back.
They make a decision too late. So, you know, I can see a lot of hesitation coming from OMG and not a lot of commitment here. So that does mean that Weibo Gaming is going
in, but the Smite steal is going to be there. But the question is, can they survive this fight? Weibo looking for blood, but Faye doesn't connect the Sleepy Trouble. Here comes Inyan still in the bush, but what a steal right there.
Fan, they're the ones getting a red zone once again.
God, this time from Gekian gets a knock-up onto White Cat. Do they have enough damage to shut down this Jaren? That is the Dragon's Descent coming through, and a flash forward from Fan as well to try and whittle out this backline. But 15 is running for the hills. Faye chips down a little bit too much damage for himself. Ihan mid lane there. So unable to punish OMG there, as they're the ones getting destroyed in these skirmishes. Barely surviving Zihan.
Who's going to try to sneak it out.
Here comes Gekian finally discovering, gets a double knock up, but that is still going to be the break in favor of Inyan there. OMG secures the dragon, but can SMK survive? Needlework activated, and he gets jumped on by 3 people there for Weibo. Finally, they find a little bit of punishment, but that's another objective in the hands of OMG here.
Yeah, with that, the Baron was denied, the Dragon Soul was denied, Weibo Gaming. Now it is possible to take them down later on in the game, because it would have been a really tough.
Oh, dash in for Duan Yu, a little bit too risky there, but stays alive because of the Call of the Forge God. Wow, flashes to safety as White Cat has to do the same as well. Weibo, despite losing the objective, still win the fights and take a turret. They could potentially look for this inhibitor turret as well, as long as the minions spawn up in time. But here comes Inyan trying to hold the line. Gekian doesn't get any knockups, but Inyan has got nothing to stop. Jax is just pushing. They can just buy time.
Yeah, and I don't think that Gwen can actually 1v1 the Jax. So it becomes a game of chicken. Like, are you going to stay on this Baron, or are you going to prevent the Jax from taking your inhibitor?
Oh no, OMG. They take nothing. I mean, they take the Jax, but that's it. Baron buff secured this time by Weibo, with Gekian the only one. OMG as well is already getting scattered. Faye down to 1. That's a jump in from Inyan, but the Call to Forge God turned things around. And here comes Gekian with Fan. Dragon's Descent activated. Duan Yu into the back line stays very safe. But Weibo not pushing any further because they don't have the Jax. They turn their sides towards the Drake. That is the Elder Drake now. With OMG, this is a fight they could win. Weibo, they don't have a lot of their ults available anymore, and that's Smite going to be going in the way of the Shyvana. Fan secures it, and here comes the calling coming through from Weibo as they clean house, and this should be the game for Weibo Gaming.
That is 100% the game. Great stuff there by Zihan Fan. Gi-chan just keeping the enemy occupied while while Fan was burning down that Elder Drake, and because of that, they were able to decisively win a team fight. Take game number 1.
Textbook placement there for Weibo. A ton of discipline. Corki even has a knock-up on the package. Got a Gragas, of course, so makes a ton of sense from this point of view, especially going up against Zoe. So Faye might be in it for a rough time here. Has going for himself on that Ezreal is that there isn't necessarily
an answer. Let me know in the comments. We'll check it later. But Zihan is just going to go for this dive by Inyan as well, and they calculate it absolutely perfectly. Going in,
nothing yet to be heard of from OMG's jungle side, while Zihan and White Cat consistently fighting on the bottom side though.
Yep, but that is a really good taunt onto Duan Yu and Ji-chan. But now the Also Shadows comes through and Fan is able to save the day
By
there.
a small margin though, not really anything too big of a lead there for White Cat. As Rafael popped in the bottom side, flash forward.
Oh, and 15 almost fell
Doing
victim.
better than to over-aggress. There's 3 people here now, and I think they're going to set up for a dive.
Yeah, but Zihan's going to be here as well as the Awesome Shadows. There's a counter-strike onto the Hero's entrance to save the ball. Ji-chan, what a hero. He will be able to get that taunt as a Fan is able to get that kill onto the Yasuo. 15 has just come into the fray, but so has Faye. And that is going to be a Mystic, a true shot barrage coming in for the back, clear it out the wave. Do they stay or do they go?
Seems like they're going to be going for the first option there as Weibo look to gear up and engage.
Yeah, and they are going to engage onto 15 already. He is in a lot of danger, so he's going to lay down the DPS, but he is now with a sliver of health. He knows he has the range. Zihan has to back out because now SMAK is back into the fight. Faye doing a lot of damage there. So has Fan just rode in on the rampage. He is going to get Steel Tempest and Last Breath under the tower though. So keeping that there, they also will be able to get that kill. White got a little bit less of a chance to try to steal it. And though going to be coming in maybe from the back. He goes on to with the blast cone, but you can see there is the big explosive gas into the Last Breath. But the Hero's entrance onto 3. Great stun, and then the taunt. But the dragon is still pretty healthy. Everyone's still fighting. Nobody's died yet. Wawa down to about 20%. White Cat gets poked out to less than 40. So now they have to avoid the sleepy trouble bubble with Fan being very healthy as well. They may have to focus on Ayan right now. As Ayan goes down, that does mean that this dragon now belongs to Weibo Gaming.
Yeah, and as I was talking,
they chase. There's a true shot barrage with the snipe.
Yeah, get the kill as well. And I was talking about
version into the enemy jungle. That dragon pit is going to be the point of contention here. SMK will be a little bit late to that, but OMG is the one starting it up. They're trying to melt it down. There is a sleepy trouble bubble as that pound star damage, as well as the All of Shadows trying to isolate Hawawa. There's the Last Breath, but it was onto Fan, so it didn't really matter all too much as a Hero's entrance. But OMG will be stealing away that Mountain Drake. Miss True Shot Barrage will not get baby split pushes or something, or tries to get something in control. But oh man.
What?
That burn on the Fan, taking out 35% of his HP. 15, that's a lot of burn, but there could be a catch here onto that Yasuo. SMK has to flash out to get out of there, but he won't be able to escape the Onslaught of Shadows, but that does signal that this dragon is going to go in. Ji-chan with a Justice Punch into the comp. White Cat already very, very low. He'll be able to flash away, but not get away. Oh, he actually is getting away from Zihan, but Inyan and Huawa trying to fight front to back. 15 as well. They take the Jax away from this fight. Inyan maybe want to re-engage onto Ji-chan. And on the dragon though is Fan. There's a teleport coming in. Who could it be? It's gonna be White Cat coming in from the base, fully healed as they get into this dragon pit fight. Everybody is just really sustaining quite a lot. There's the Hero's entrance onto one member, as well as everything going in. Duan Yu finally, as he gets into the back of the fight, is doing the damage onto the Aatrox, onto the Gragas as well, maybe on Wawa, as Ji-chan is the last man to go up against Wawa, just keeping him away. There's the Elder Drake for Weibo Gaming, a decisive team fight and a 4-for-1.
Weibo Gaming just shuffling OMG around like a pack of cards without losing much, and they deal a big blow against them. It's a big challenge for Weibo to take these objectives because they don't have much damage without their Jax, but somehow find a way. But now Baron getting taken down, Cask used. There you go. Really well shuffled here for Weibo that keeps OMG guessing.
Oh, once again, Fan just taking down like Corky basically on his own with just the help of Ji-chan, as well as the Aatrox. Shows how far ahead this horsey is. He is the one in the horse races that you bet on, and he is leading the pack. It is so difficult to contend against him now. They're on to the Nexus. Weibo Gaming wanted to make this game a 2-0 to keep themselves in the running for the playoffs. Just focus on the Nexus. Fan is trying to at least get a little bit, but he gets Last Breath. White Cat will get taken out in a 2 versus 1. But now Wawa and SMK, they have to defend against him, and they won't be able to because that Nexus was 1-tap range, and it did get 1-tapped. At 2-0 for Weibo Gaming.
They keep themselves in 8th place, and that means they're going into the playoffs here. Weibo Gaming with the very disciplined series take a 2-0 win. That was beautifully executed from them. I'm actually a bit surprised that it was as close as that, but at the end of the day, Weibo come out victorious. And what a way to end it on a high note here. Weibo secured their slots.
What a way indeed.
Yeah.
So